Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. I promise I've turned off my alarm today. I've been doing a lot more of these recordings in the morning just because I'm prepping for. I don't know if I've mentioned this. I'm prepping for a week off. And the funny thing, not a week off in the sense of I will be out of the country for a week, not that I won't have videos for a week. So to make that work, I'm just recording a bunch. Now, I don't actually know. This is kind of funny to think about because I have no idea where this particular video sits in the grand scheme of the next few weeks for me. So I don't actually know if this video is for that week or if it's for, the week I return because I won't have time to record for that week either. So you really need 2 weeks done. Anyway, who can say? But I'm doing a lot of recordings in the morning to support that. And ultimately it means I've conflicted with my stupid alarm on a number of occasions. The last Trainwreck episode, I think, was also a train wreck because my alarm went off at like Divinity or something. But it's just a great example of my memory is really bad. And it's very easy for me to forget things like that. Like, oh yeah, I'm ready to go. I've got everything set up. Levels look good. Recording is working. And then it's, oh dang, the alarm went off again. Oof. Anyway, speaking of last run, it was an Imp Parade 2 Imperialist 1 Queen run. It was pretty solid, a very nice mix run. We had a multi-strike 2 Morsel Master infused Morsel Maid. And the nice thing about it is that it was morsels, it was imps, it was a little bit of both. We were playing both. I was using the rage scaling on Imp Parade 2 in order to prop up my damage because we also had a Resonance Shard. And there was a killer Shadow Box play in there as well because Shadow Box was activating so fast thanks to my Morsel generation and Morsel Master's infusion. So it was very fast and we would just blast the first few waves pretty quickly. It's actually I like Shadow Box when you can use it because you can tailor when it activates if you want to. And that's I'm trying to think of how to articulate this, but it's nice because usually it's better to use it early because you want to clear the waves before you're strong enough to clear them with your own scaling. Now, alternatively, you could consider hitting it later, connecting it with, say, a mini boss, and then that mini boss is now damaged. This is great if you don't go very tall. Now, this run obviously went very tall, so it was not a problem. Tall in the sense that my unit hit very high numbers and could kill a very tall hit point unit. There's usually, I don't know how common this is in terminologies, but there's tall and wide as general strategies. Like a sweeper is wide, very good at clearing waves, very bad at killing mini bosses. Whereas like Animus of Will, for instance, goes tall. She's very good at killing big units, tall units, but is bad at clearing waves. She only hits so many times. Of course, you can have runs that are good at both. You usually try to solve both problems anyway, but it's just a terminology thing. So regardless, I was handling tall things very well in this run, so I didn't want to spend that Shadow Box on that. Of course, I think there was also a Trample Stone in there, so in the end it didn't matter. We get scaling to the point where we're completely blowing out the waves, but the Shadow Box play early secured the line to prevent me from leaking on more intense waves before I was ready to go. So a good run overall. Big fan of that. We're going to play some Windleton stuff. Sure, seems good. Let's do it. Not much really to add here, so I think we'll go ahead and hop in. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's do it. Let's see what Windleton has for us today, noting to myself that it is a Trainwreck episode. I've had some people going through some of my older episodes, and it's kind of fun. It's fun when there are comments on my really old videos, because then I have no memory of what these runs are. But I usually engage with those comments. I'm like, hey, yeah, awesome. It's good to see that people are watching these still. The metrics show that often, especially in weeks where I have a week off, people always tend to just be like, yeah, what kind of videos have I missed from this channel? This guy's got like 2,000 monster train runs or something ridiculous. I don't actually think it's that big of a number. It's a very big number, though. It's like 500 episodes or something. But anyway, so you usually get engagement on those older videos, and it's fun to watch. It's like, all right, cool, yeah. What did I do on this one? Oh, this must have been a good one. Sweet. Anyway, Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. You can probably tell from my voice I'm feeling a little upbeat about it. It is 9 something a.m. I don't have an early meeting, but I do need to actually think a little bit about my work schedule to make sure I don't spend too much time here. I've got so much stuff going on this week at work. I have to go into the office. Gross. So I'm not looking forward to that. You know, it's not necessarily for a bad thing. It's for a holiday party, which is great. Holiday parties are fun, but the big downside for me is it's like, oh, I have to go in and I'm coordinating it, so it's just stress. So hopefully you're doing better than that. In the interim, let's play some Monster Train, shall we? So today we are Exile Awoken, Exile Hellhorned. It's not great, but I don't mind Hellhorned in general with Windleton. There's a lot of good complementary elements here. Missing torches does kind of suck, but you know, Queen Zimpling, you could always hit Transcendent, but it's whatever. Today we're facing, what is this? Rage Talos. Nah, not Spell Shield. That's a Curse Fell. And then Patient Seraph with Steel Enhancer, Hidden Passage, Edge Prior. Okay. None of these are amazing. I like Hidden Passage because you can overstack a floor with Windleton. That's pretty cool. But you're still going to need to answer the question of Patient and then Top Floor Sweep. Especially because Divinity's going to be hitting for what, like 17? 17 AoE on Sweep is just going to murder my floor. I'm going to need some serious defense. Well, I guess that's a problem for me and 8 rings, but for now this is what we have, so let's get in. Alright, what are we doing? Temples today are 2, 5, 6, and 8. So 4 temples means I have to be pretty aggro, not too terribly, but pretty aggro on taking shards. We have a removal dupe on the steel side on 8 is nice. We have a dupe on 7 that kind of sucks. It competes with a trinket shop. It's a double horde trinket shop, so it's bad for money generation, but I might be able to pick up a lot of powerful relics here. This would be a good one to plan around for if I'm looking for, like, say, Railhammer, right? Maybe I have a Steelworker line that's providing survivability, and Railhammer could prop that up. You get a lot of chances to see stuff here. There's a good steel shop on 6. It's got a vortex and some health. Competes with a money magic shop. The money magic shop might be relevant. Money in general and is good before trinket shop, but also the magic shops are very powerful for Windleton. I have root seeds, so I would like to leverage that if at all possible. We have a really good magic shop on 5 with vortex and horde. A decent steel shop with a cave. Not bad overall. Another good magic shop on 4. Like to see it. It's got a vortex and health. Competes with a Hellhorned banner. We'll see what our unit situation is like there, but relevant to keep that in mind. There's also a Hellvent there, so you could even do like a self-grab, like if I got Steelworker here and dupe it immediately. What else? Double steals early. Hellhorned banner on 3, Awoken banner on 3 with the Horde on that side. We actually get quad banners here, which is very flexible. Pretty rare to see that. We have maximum number of banners in the run. 2 on 2, 2 on 3, and then 1 on 4. You can never get 2 on 4. I'm like 99% certain about that. Just the way it generates, because it's trying to fit in other nodes here, so. But we get a lot of flexibility. A strong magic shop on 2. We already have root seeds, so the -1s are good, and then Hellhorn banner is nice. I think Hellhorn banner generally favors Windleton, because Windleton himself is operating as your Animus of Will or Sweeper insert usually, so. Light's Gift is excellent. Happy to grab that. Tempered Talisman is bad here. I don't even have anything that does any ping damage. Cool. Well, anyway, we've solved the need for quick here. The only reason I would consider it is if I didn't see Strangler, but I do, so I take it. Now, I might still end up in the end taking quick, obviously, because I'm locking them down, so they might be there for 2 floors. Anyway, we're going to take Gurg's Goad here. Despite the fact that Conscription Notice is good and Petrified Crucible's here, this answers multi-strike early. It makes my Hellhorn banners that much more powerful. We're going to go ahead and click the Aggressive Amulet. I still probably take quick because it's going to be 2 rounds before I'm clearing out units. So there's that. Keep that in mind. I'm going to, wait a second, order. I'm going to Elevator Windleton up to avoid the curse here. And I guess I'm going to split up. Does not matter what I do here. I'm going to raise the front guy because it's entirely possible that I see a mid-floor collector, and if I do, then a Queen Zimpling takes it. And that's actually relevant. It doesn't matter. Well, what am I doing here? I do want to root seeds upstairs, but I'm debating because a single Queen Zimpling guarantees I don't pass away on top when this guy swings, but I also, there's a lot of value in the Queen Zimpling into this Forge Disciple. I think drawing cards at this stage of the run is the most important thing you can do. So let's hit the bottom floor there. We get the Collector guaranteed, no problem, so that's fine. Big fan of that. Cool. Queen Zimpling takes that. I'm going to card draw here. I'm going to work on mid-floor a little. Cool. If I can kill it in one round, we're feeling good about it. We can. Good job. And that means I'm going to put the Train Steward in front here. I think it's good. There's a reason for it, and the reason is that it takes 2 rounds for Chains to put him down, so I like that quite a bit. This Root Seeds, I think, is more impactful than giving him a lifesteal hit. I don't know, we'll take it. I'm not running the math on that. I think this wins anyway. Cool, it does. We had the emergency play of ascending the... Well, it wouldn't have done anything to ascend in the back, but, you know, because of the Light's Gift, so... Never mind. That was something I was keeping in my back pocket in case it was relevant, but I didn't end up... It completely not relevant because of the Light's Gift, so fair. Anyway, we're going to click on Razor Sharp Edge. We click damage when we see it. A Rage Imp is promising. With Light's Gift and Strangler, I don't think we need Vent. I would still take things like Inferno. I'll straight up say that I don't love the Imp plus Windleton line unless it's solo Windleton. Okay? Solo Windleton can make it work, but... That's because he has space on his floor. He's too big. Horned Warrior? Maybe? I guess. The problem is immediately... I mean, I should take something. And he hits 3 times, so that's cool. You could maybe go Windleton, and then Thornlord 2, and then take space, find some way to keep my backline alive, and then you just Rage Imp constantly. Probably worth it. It's at a minimum better for the early game. We're going to go to the Hellhorned banner because I am looking for something like Steelworker, which I think is at least scaling defense. You could go for upgrades here. It's kind of whatever. Like, what am I taking? I guess Endless. Oh, man. Do I go Endless side? I'd rather look for a Steelworker and take some -1s here. It's a shame that there's no money in any of these early floors, so this slows me down in the early game. I can't re-roll, for instance, so I think hunting for like a holdover is dumb. I'm gonna go Magic side. I think it's good. Despite the value of Endless and Multi-Strike here, it's a pretty good shot I hit one of them. I don't actually think there is an Awoken banner I want here, though. Horned Warrior is just better Animus of Will right now. And what am I going to do? I can't take anything that adds space costs right now. I guess you could maybe Intrinsic a Hidden Passage and try to ascend the floor together, but... I mean, TBD, to be determined if that's going to be relevant. I don't know. I would need some serious scaling floor-wide defense. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult to make that work. The Branded Warrior could have possibly done it. I did skip him in favor of Horned Warrior. I still think that's correct, but I wanted to open myself up to an Imp line potentially. So, both of these are fine. If I had the money for a reroll, this looks a lot easier for me. I almost certainly go to the left here because I can value the reroll entirely. But like we walk into this, we get a large stone. I'm not going to take it. I mean, at best we get something like a +25 here. On the right, we at least get -1s, and I have the chance of this banner being useful. I really think it's the Magic Shop here. I'm going to lean into that. I think you could argue yourself into both, though. Yeah, no holdover on the top. I don't really care. Rail Beater. Now, Rail Beater is arguably superior to Horned Warrior because it comes packed and loaded with that strike apply melee weakness. It's also the unique situation where I think we could infuse Horned Warrior in comfortably. The challenge then becomes I desperately need Daze or something for the Divinity and for Patient, or else the floor crumbles. I think Rail Beater is stronger here. We're not going to do the Infusion because I want the opportunity to see a couple. I mean, the fact that there's no Ring 3 or 4 Infusion is a bummer. I maybe should have considered the Vent just because of the plus 30 angle. I now cannot take this, which is awful. Not a fan. I have to take a Purge. Can I afford to skip everything here? I don't think I can. Rough. Okay, well, let me think about this. If I take every other piece of shard tech here, shard tech, what am I playing? Some other future sci-fi game? Pact Shards. If I take every other Pact Shards in this run, can I still hit 200 if I skip everything at this one? It's what, 15? I'm at 15, so that's what, 30? 40? Assume I take everything here, that's 50, so 90. Assume I take everything here, that's 140. 155. I barely make it. 205. That's not accounting for dupes, so maybe there's an extra 15 in there somewhere, but so maybe 220 is what I'm looking at if I skip literally everything in this temple. I don't know how to feel about that. The tough thing is that I want to do Horned Warrior into Rail Beater here, but it locks me out of Steelwork or defense, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of that. This floor is very flimsy. It is the best infusion available to me right now, though. The rest of these are just garbage, and I can't take the plus 30. Whether or not that was an error, I don't know. I think you still take the Rage Imp. I should probably take a Purge. Maybe I cut a... What am I cutting here? Hidden Passage, I guess? I like my Root Seeds and things. I probably do cut a Hidden Passage there. Take a -1 into a Root Seeds. I want to leave this slot on Razor Sharp open in case I go -2 Spell Chain here. It is something I would consider. So let's -1 a Root Seeds and then I guess move on. I am going to purge a Hidden Passage, I think, just to get some shards on the board. I really think we should delay on the infusion of Horned Warrior business. I think we should delay. Let's move on. I'm going to do that because, yeah, there's just too many options that I lock myself out of if I play that way, and I don't want to do that. Anyway, because I could just wait. Rail Beater's much stronger into this boss, so I'm going to click it. A single Queen Zimpling downstairs prevents this floor from going over the top. You know, instead of me getting it, the 5, what is that? Actually would be 10 damage to the pyre, I think. So, it's good to do it. We're going to ascend our pal. Oh, he can't fit on the floor. There's already 7 units. Amazing. Alright, well then our plan... I was going to originally put Horned Warrior on the floor, but it's funny because I was trying to ascend the Collector and I just straight up forgot that the Collector is actually... can't be put on the floor. And it's only because... What am I trying to say? It's only because there was already 7 units there. It's just a weird thing you don't normally see. I did 5 damage. Good job. Poor Horned Warrior. It's fine. We crushed this. Yeah, it's no big deal. My backline just pummels him with melee weakness. The Rail Beater with Gurg's Goat is a tale as old as time. Very effective. Second Razor Sharp, no. We're going to take Vine Grasp here, so I have something that takes magic power. Just in case we whiff here. We don't whiff. Do I take a Ritual? Yes, I do. This is a Rage card that is very good, takes a -2 well, and can be played if my floor is full. Second Imp is a possibility, but man, space is going to be a challenge. I can always just stoop and self-infuse if I desperately need it. I think the Ritual is a good, important diversity choice. We're going to this Steel Shop. I have the cash for it. Take the Horde in the middle first. Queen's Tail is good, and I'm going to click it because it basically turns these imps into guns that I can just keep shooting. We see the Steelworker. Okay, I think the delay was correct. The delay was correct. This is going to be almost certainly be my defensive play. I'm imagining Steelworker infused into Rail Beater here, and then I try to ascend a floor together. I did just remove an ascend, so there's that, but I could just draw around faster. That means Horned Warrior is going away, so if I see a large stone, I can just yeet a large stone into him, and he's going to do great work in the mid-game. Don't underestimate that play, by the way. Then the question becomes, do I try to quick multi the Rail Beater, or... I don't want to invest in quick, because I could still see Predator, and that would still be nice. Is a plus 25 worth it, though? Maybe. Possibly. You could always go just random plus 10, plus 25 in Horned Warrior for the casual 75 AoE. I want to hold out for the large stone because it makes the reroll more... Makes the reroll perfect, right? I could use all three upgrades, Large Stone to Horned Warrior, or Multi-Strike to Rail Beater, or Endless to the Imp. And these are all viable lines. So... yeah. Okay. In that case, I think the plus 25 goes in Horned Warrior here. Reasons. Let me explain this. First thought is a plus 25 in Large Stone is enough. Man hits for, what, 90 then? 90 does great work in the mid-game. And then he kind of passes away later, but it's okay. He could potentially get in, like, ascended to the floor, maybe. I don't know. I want to save the Rail Beater slot. If I get an overstack to make him tiny or something, oh well, like, I'm still going to take it. Even if it doesn't overstack him, it's worth it. Yeah, we're going to do this plus 30 up here. Then I spin this. We get a large stone. This locks in Mr. Horned Warrior as a viable play. This is the worst choice of what we could have been shown, but I'm still happy to take it. I think we're going to take the Pyre health damage here in exchange for big money. This makes a lot of sense to me because if anything is walking to the Pyre, I have royally messed up anyway. Now, our floor is a mess, but that's okay. For the time being, if I ever ascend this floor together, it's actually pretty good. Oh, interesting. So we then can do... huh, well, we do Windleton, Steelworker, Rail Beater, Ascend, and I actually can create something pretty good here. Alright, I'm fine with this. That's better than I was hoping for. And you just drop Mr. Horned Warrior, we play the Queen Zimpling, we get the Root Seeds upstairs. Mid-floor is going to get clobbered. This man just kind of beats face for a while. Cool, we give him the random Rage Imp, and then I think he kind of just starts crushing everything. This is going to feel quite strong for a bit. It's one of the nice things about a large stone like this. It does a lot of work. Remember that imps are free, kind of. They are easy to play out, is the thing, which makes them nice. Oh, I don't want to call them free. I mean, the first one's free, but hey, look, he lives. Good job. I didn't expect that. Ah, yes, the rage in the back is probably better. Is it? Maybe it is. I actually think I want to redraw more. Do I? That's a tough call. I think I get more power out of playing the Root Seeds here than the Ritual, which starts taking down the Rage. We're going to start losing Mr. Man on middle. I mean, there's only so much can be done here. But play the Imp and he might live. Hey, look, he does it. Actually, oh my gosh, get the man on the floor. Now he's online. Alright, good job. We figured it out. We did it. Good job. You just kind of ascend the floor together and it's powerful. Cool. This is an easy win. I probably don't even need to click cards here. If you could do this on most floors, it's good. Toss a Ritual in the back for fun. I'm pressing end turn. This is a lot of damage that will go very fast. Cool. So we easily clobber Talos, no questions. Channel Song is good, especially with my line. I don't want to say it's great, but it's good, and I'll take it. Ugh, Demon Fiend, Alpha Fiend, Thorned Hollow, not today. Thorned Hollow, poor buddy. Ember is a serious consideration. Root Seeds can prop this up. I can use the Imps to redraw, and then I need to think about Curse Fell. I currently just completely get bodied by her. I'm going to take the Ember. I don't think this is a tax that needs to be played, right? Or rather paid. I think this is just simply a better fit for a Root Seeds run. I do not need the dupe or the Hellhorn banner. We hit what we need. I want removals here. Plus health is good. Give me Predator. Alright, we see the Predator. I will take Predator. I'm probably going Strangler 2, Predator 1 in this run, and then we use the 50 hit points on Strangler to maybe do something. The Quick gives me a second round on anything that lives round 1. It's flimsy floor times, though, which I don't like. Flimsy floor is tough. Anyway, I think we start with the first -1 into a ritual here. I want to leave it at 2 costs so it can take a -2 later. It's plus 10. I want to save those slots on Vine Grasp. We get a holdover? That kind of throws a wrench in this. Do I ever hold over like Razor Sharp Edge? I don't think I can support that, right? What if you hold over Hidden Passage? It's a weird play, but it's not terrible. This actually feels more impactful to me. Really? I want to save the slot on Hidden Passage for an Intrinsic, but if I see Holdover on it, Holdover Intrinsic Hidden Passage lets me squat up pretty hard. Better than a Permafrost. I'm going to do this because at a minimum this is decent. I need to look at that trinket shop, yeah? This is decent for floor disruption, but if I see Iron Drop Cage, that's it, right? We got it. That's very powerful. That's a big if, but... It's a big if, but we could maybe see it on that Ring 7. I think we do this. It's cheap, and I think that this is good even if I whiff a little. Let's make Root Seeds free. I spend 2 of my removals here on Train Stewards. If I have to do rando infusions, they're going to be Imps. They're not going to be Train Stewards. Do I purchase a removal here? Yes, I do. I do purchase a removal on a Train Steward. Speed us up a little bit. Okay. We chill, we move on. Fine. There's money coming up on the side that I'm going to, which is the shop of steels. The steel shop. I'm all backwards. Ancient Hate doesn't frighten me. It's like just my, what, my 1 ping? I don't care about it at all. Right, so let's actually put Windleton, Steelworker. And then we double Root Seeds and we put the Queen Zimpling middle. I should have been more careful about that. It would have been okay. I could have still gotten the Ember back. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, fine. We start loading up mid-floor and we ascend stuff together. Who goes up first? I mean, I guess I put put the Horn Warrior upstairs first. Then I'm going to take Rail Beater here and put him down. Cool. Sure. Seems good. It gets us the Collector, and then I can just ascend him into the floor too. And now we're chilling. We can start pushing numbers down. Or at least get units out of here. It does mean that, like, my channel song can be kind of spicy for now. Because when I say for now, I mean it's essentially just picking an imp pretty much every time. But who do I want to go in front? This is probably fine. I want to get rid of that damage shield. Cool. Cool. I don't need Mr. Holdover Hidden Passage at this point. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Get rid of the unit. Alright, fine. Cool. Now, like right now, Channel Song is doing absolutely nothing. But that's okay, right? I don't mind that reality. Eventually I can clean this up. I take it because there's a way I can use it to assemble a floor a little quicker. Ugh, downstairs is going to be gross, but it's okay. We're going to take a lot of curses here, and I'm just kind of fine with it, really. Sure. 3 curses. Oof. All my Ember goes into playing these out now, and that's okay. We still obviously win this floor. It's a lot of damage we're doing. It's kind of a weird floor, but sure, fair enough. Alright, I need to start infusing and getting a little more powerful here. Is Engraft ever the play? I don't need infusions. I don't need... Well, not infusions. I'm not purple. I'm not Wormkin. I don't need Inspires for those. I don't need Incants. I don't need Rejuvenates. I think we just kind of skip it. It doesn't do anything for me. It's just a random card. It might be okay if I end up on the Thornlord line, or rather it might have been okay, but I didn't, so I don't care. Cycle of Life is not bad. It's not my -2 target. It could be. Yeah. No, it's pretty low impact. Impressive. Battering Ram, Rage Serum. Battering Ram could be good with the line I'm eventually imagining, but I don't think so. I just don't think it's going to be it. Impressive Rage Serum. Yeah, no, we skip for money. It's fine. I need to look at trinkets, but I need to look at steel shops. I'm quickly now at the point where I don't think the imps are the play, and I'm okay to skip an endless, I think. I'm going to go left because I do want to see a multi-strike. I have some direction for Railbeater now that I've seen Predator. Yeah. Also, money stash. Stash money. Quick. Okay, whatever. Quick is not it. I don't need it on my floor at all, ever. Spell Chain. Okay. Tenon Piercing. I mean, I'm going to take Tenon Piercing Vine Grasp. I think I have to. There's no choice. Spell Chain is interesting. The infusion here is to put Steelworker into Railbeater. For sure. This is going to be my floor. Great. It's never going to be Horned Warrior. He never gets played on that floor. I already have 40 health on this. They die in 3 turns. Not good. So maybe a plus 25 is correct. How many steel shops am I looking at? 1, 2. I'm seeing 2 steel shops, so I think I can actually delay this. Multi-strike, yes. Alright, that's good. Cool. The delay is, I mean, you could potentially overstack him if I walk into this cave and see something cool. I am seeing steel shop here. At least the steel shop on 6, probably. It might be that magic shop. Maybe I go plus 25. If I'm putting this many units together, yeah, okay. The truth is 3 hits is plenty here. It's plenty, and I already have quick on the floor. We'll just take the health, man. This is going to be relevant. Give me an overstack, maybe. Make him tiny. Or don't. Fine. I'm not a fan of this, right? Because Heaven's Gold doesn't do anything for me. If anything's leaking, I have lost the run. Petty Theft is too little too late. If you could self-ping with Petty Theft, I think this card would be really good. But the fact that you can't, it's rough. Guess I take Gift of Gratitude here. I mean, it's money. Sure, I'll take money. I do want to go to that trinket shop. Spell Chain. Now, the play for Spell Chain here is tough. I think we're going to go ahead and Razor Sharp Spell Chain. It's good. I'll take it. Yeah. All right, fine. 100 shards. This is a great example of a run where I'm just like, man, I really don't want to spend this much money or these many shards, but I kind of have to. I guess we'll cut the last Train Steward here and we move on. We're taking everything from every temple at this point. Ugh, Crystal Cloak. I don't think I'm afraid of spikes here. I'll take this. It could be the relic I want, which would be Iron Drop Cage. Just call the Iron Drop Cage shot and we're good. Windleton... Steelworker friend, Horned Warrior goes middle. This is not my Gift of Gratitude, it's too weak. Mid floor is probably not great. Ooh. I am going to take money because I'm greedy. Imp is free. That second imp is not free. Let's put multi-strike, or rather the Ritual of Battle into the multi-strike and then play out another Queen's Impling on bottom. That bottom floor is horrifying for anyone keeping track. That bottom floor, we got the big man, scary. Anyway, here's Fledgling Imp on mid floor. I think we actually play the Queen's Impling, it's better. Yeah, he pushes numbers through. Do I play out Mr. Imp? Sure, get rid of him. Goodbye, it's fine. Okay, he did something. I think we're going to be clearing this top wave, which is the scariest. We actually can evacuate our man, finally, which is pretty cool. Remember, Imp is free? Sure, Imp is free. I'll take it. Alright, Windleton is clearing most of these scary waves with his sweep first. I think it's worth it to hang out one of the guys on middle. It's probably the best gift of gratitude I'm going to see. 4 Ember, and I don't have to spend anything on anything else. We're set up. It doesn't cost me the run, so I'm going to spend that. That's honestly the best we're going to do. Okay, now, this unit is terrifying. This unit being the boss. You know, it's fair. I don't have many tools to answer this. We at least have health. This could be the end of me, though, right? Like, just seriously? Let's ascend. Yeah, we ascend one of these things, and then we're going to pop it. I'm going to take health. Is there any chance that I actually beat this? This is a very scary guy, huh? Hey, we take these. Don't mess with it too much. I was like, there's a lot of... My health on the floor is pretty substantial with Steelworker, but dang, alright. Oof, alright, I guess we do it. Just 5 million rounds, and then a Horned Warrior ascended to the floor saves the day. I'll take Jack Strips, that's fair. Terrifying. That is a 100 shard terrifying Crystal Cloak. Yikes. Awake? I don't need... Do I need healing? I need days or something. Give me a tiresome climb. No? Alright. Do I have to take branding right? I mean, yeah, probably. I think I need to answer survivability somehow, and it's really bad right now. We're going to go to the right. Yes. There's the possibility of overstack. The -1s are strong. Double stack is here. Spell chain. Intrinsic is good. We can actually put it in Hidden Passage and get value there. This is what we were talking about. Now every time I see a dupe, which are... Gosh, it's just ring 8, right? I would love to get double dupes here, but the trinket shop. That's tough. That is very tough. You could do Fledgling Imp and a Horned Warrior and keep him around. I guess I can just keep this Horned Warrior in the run. You might as well, right? Or my last -2. My last -2 option is on ring 8, and it's going into the ritual if I see it. So this is just a -1 into a Razor Sharp to make this playable. The +10 we do not take. Double stack. I mean, double stack branding right is honestly a serious consideration. That's 40 armor. I think we do it. I need to be answering survivability, assuming we miss on everything else. Another holdover. That's just so expensive. But if everything else in my deck is free, you know, I could think of worse things to put my health into. Suddenly this means I wish I took that in graft. You know, suddenly, but fine. Look at this Caverns before I make up my mind. Well, Remnant Pact is weird. I mean, Unnamed Tome maybe beats Patient, or at least makes Patient possible. I don't... Remnant Pact? What's Remnant Pact? What is this doing for me? This is what? I mean, it's hard to reassemble my floor anyway. It makes Horned Warrior come back. I guess, possibly. I don't think it's ever... this is not it. I'm going to take the Unnamed Tome. That's a good pickup for this clan combo into Patient. I'm happy about that. I have to do some manner of infusion. I have to take everything here. So Spell Chain is what? Maybe Spell Chain, Unnamed Tome is a serious consideration here. You could maybe Spell Chain, Steel Enhancer. That's pretty low impact. The Unnamed Tome is not terrible because it means it turns it into a double play. But I have to make sure it's not something else I want it to be. I have to take everything here. I have no choice. There are no choices in this matter. Yo, Edge Prior into Horned Warrior. Wait a second. This offsets the branding. Right. Yeah. And is 5 health to the floor. What the heck am I doing? Yeah, absolutely. Edge Prior, my hero. I had not considered that. Someone would have mentioned that. That's cool. That is very cool. I do have to consider the possibility that this last temple has a plus 30 and a 10 in piercing, which would mean I'd need one more magic power card, so I should be on the lookout for that. Spellchain Root Seeds is so low impact. I think Spellchain Unnamed Tome is actually just unironically better. This on Divinity, this could be Chains plus Harvest Wave, which is outrageously powerful. On Patient, this could be just Patient plus... What else even spawns? I mean, it's just Shade Wings, right? I guess there's not really great things on Patient. This could be good on, say, Purifiers, though. Maybe I put it in Steel Enhancer to offset some of these Razor Sharps that are spell-chained. Root Seeds does give me +2 card draw. These are all pretty low impact, really. I'm going to put it in Root Seeds. I don't love it. I mean, I don't want to put that there. Leaving in Purge copies of this is bad. Leaving in Purge copies of Unnamed Tome is good. Steel Enhancer. I think if I go holdover branding, right, we're going to be very flimsy on the Ember situation. I don't need space, though. Could I do double Ember and get away with it? I should take card draw. We're going to go ahead and do Unnamed Tome here. I think we're going to do this. I'm also going to hedge my bets, and I'm going to take this holdover into the branding right, because this is tons of health per turn. Just a truly massive amount of health per turn. And we move on. That is probably the best we can be. That's such a ridiculous card. I don't think I've ever done this branding right before. It's going to be so bad for this particular run. That is very funny, though. Let's assemble the squad. I'm going to ascend the Curse Boy so that he hopefully dies sooner. He gets one fewer round where he can do something to me. We should bring the man up. Play the Imp, it's free. Then we ascend the man. Then we play the Curse. It's 200 damage straight up into the boss right there, which is pretty cool. We're going to eat dirt to these curses, man. There's really very little I can do. I guess we Unnamed Tome bottom floor. We play 3 curses. On the Ultimate Penance for sure. I'm going to drop the Hidden Passage here. I get the Steel Enhancer. I could Unnamed Tome middle. I'm going to take the Weight of Contrition out here. I think it's okay. We're a little bit slow. We're very slow is the problem. But I need to do something about it. We're going to go ahead and silence bottom, and then we continue to Root Seeds. The only curse we get this next turn is from Fell, which is annoying, but fine. Yeah, I mean, we do need to, I think, play the branding rights. We need to start playing some cards that actually do something, so I'm going to accept the Ultimate Penance loss here. Right, I need, like, for instance, I desperately need Mr. Razor Sharp Edge on my floor here. These are all getting swept out, right? That's correct. I want the stats in my Sunderstone friend for the moment. I've already played an Imp. Yeah. That adds some numbers. This is damage I think I need to be taking. Just being clear. I need to answer how do I not lose in Relentless. And that may very well just be I don't get a chance. I don't get to play certain things anymore. Branding right, yes please. I think that's good. Sure, I lose the Ritual, but 40 health is so huge. I think it's a winning choice. Oof, I really hate this. Play the Imp. Vine Grasp, I'm gonna ping out this Curse guy. Do we take this damage? I think I take this damage? I really hate this. I think I desperately need this health, and it's not even close. Yeah, I think I desperately need this health, and it's not even close. This is a 150 shard Curse Fell that is absolutely going to pummel me. And when I say pummel me, I mean, like, badly. I mean, I'm not kidding. Badly. So, I think we take these 5s. I think we might have it now. I'm at, like, 200 health with a lot of damage on the mid-floor. I think we can play this Ultimate Penance. Do I have to run the math? 200. You're doing, what, 50? Yeah, okay, we have enough turns. I can play that Ultimate Penance now. Play the curse out. Sure. All good. Okay, I think we've at least assembled a sufficient floor for this. We win now. I need to just play curses out. Right, this is not terribly close. Okay, we got it. Good. Whew. All right, good. Good stuff. Scary. We're very Ember heavy, but I took 15. I maybe could have gotten away with 10 there. Oh, isn't it just Transcendent, and then we Queen Zimpling? All right, cool. Anyway, I click Transcendent. I'm going to take a draw here because I am slow drawing, and I don't like it. And if I play an Imp, it's Ember anyway. And now becomes the hardest decision of this run. First of all, let's math out the shards that we can get. 15, 50, 65. We're already at 200, and that's before I dupe on Ring 8. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, this Trinket Shop looks a lot tastier to me than this Pyre Remains Money Hellvent. And I can just put Horned Warrior on the floor too, so I get my triple floor plus Windleton, which is 5 health, 5 healing from the incredible Edge Prior infusion. Look at this guy, really doing it for me. Plus 10 from the Rail Beaters. That will be 15, which offsets most of Divinity. Most of Divinity. Scary, but I can do the rest with Branding Right. So I think we have the tools. So let's go look for the high roll because I think it's valuable to do. Sap Tap Rationing Scales. Rationing Scales actually not terrible here because again, anything that walks on me is gonna kill me because I have already lost. Did I Sap Tap though? Maybe there's an Engraft hidden somewhere. Maybe. Maybe? Oh, it actually triggers on Horned Warrior's infusion, so this is sick. That's crazy. I would never have considered that. Imp Sickle is free procs on Queen's Tail, which is not terrible. It amps up the Transcend Imp. It's probably better than Advanced Prototype and Scorch Steel. Sure, I'll take it. Give me Imp Power. Alright, Ashes of the Fallen opener. That's going to take some thinking. Now I have to answer the question of, do I need extra hits on Predator? I really don't think I do. I think I want the 20 health from Strangler too, as stupid as it sounds. This guy is going to die otherwise. So 20 health it is, I think. We've got so many hits on our floor, we're okay. Yeah, it also hedges against the order of draws, right? I think with the Imp Sickle, I can just burn out some Queen Zimplings here because they are slow and annoying. Sure. Do I just buy Ashes of the Fallen? Is this sick with the Imp Sickle? Or do I buy Root Split Mask? Or is it Resonant Shard? Because I have Rituals. Oof. Ashes of the Fallen. Ashes of the Fallen could potentially turn a random Transcendent from Imp Sickle into a game-winning play, which is silly. I'm never going to be able to put this on my floor is the thing, but I could certainly use this to, like, Molting Imp or something. It's really hard to skip Ashes when I have the Imp Sickle, and I have a Transcendent, right? And I'm going to a Steel Shop. All it takes is Endless. If they show me Endless in this Steel Shop, I put it in the Transcendent and we go nuts. I also, of course, have the opportunity here to dupe the Transcendent and self-infuse, and then it becomes a weapon that will pierce the heavens. I think we have to take the Ashes here. There are too many high rolls that come off of it, and it's immediately impactful. I need money. Spikes. I can get away with this. It's scary, but I need money, and it's fine. Welder Helper. Sure, bud. Sure. How you do this is you go... This is going to look stupid. We go Windleton middle. We ascend him. We play the Welder Helper. We kill the Welder Helper. You edge Prior Man mid-floor. We Razor Sharp him, and then we double Root Seeds, and then I can ascend this floor together next turn. Right? Yeah. You then go... Yeah, here we go. We go Pyre Chomper into the Aether. Bam! Like, it's like 12 Ember. I start by playing Steelworker Man. I have no pings. Verify, verify, verify. No, I do not. I was going to say I could play the Rage Imp and then it, but no pings as far as I can tell. You go Steelworker Friend. Save our lad after playing the Rage Imp mid-floor. Then you ascend him up. Get him out of there. Good. Get some Rage down. Rage is better spent, in my opinion, on the Sunderstone lad. We just blast some Imp stuff. Keep sending it on Imp stuff. I'm good with it. It's fine. Okay. Alright. Could always be worse. I get Sunderstone play here, Steel Enhancer play here. I want to drop Queen's Impling bottom. It's an early Transcend Imp. I don't necessarily love it, but it gives me Ember to have a big turn here. The question becomes, do I need this Ember? Not really, when you think about it, yeah? Like, when you really put your mind to it, I don't see the need for this Ember. So, I'm chilling. Sure, yeah, okay. We're still clearing a wave. We're still clearing the wave. It could be worse. Alright, yeah, Ritual of Battle is good. We're looking at a very bad situation where I need to hit a -2, or I can never play the Branding Right and the Ritual in the same turn unless we also see Split Anvil. But, I mean, we're already in a situation that's just... It's just rough, man. Let's take Branding Right in front. And then we're going to go for the Razor Sharp play here. Sure. Thank you, Sap Tap. Very cool. Here's a Pyre Chomper. That's pretty neat. That's a really good turn. It's too bad I didn't see that on the turn with my Ritual of Battle, but at least this gives me a bunch of other plays that I appreciate. Cool, cool, cool. I am going to ping out, what, one of these Retaliator guys on middle. I guess I could actually just silence mid-floor, and it's fine. I have the Permafrost one for later. Let's ping out some guys on bottom. I could Transcend Imp here. I'm going to save it. There's really no reason to use it, right? Right. Sure, sure, sure. Let's keep the plays going with... Is Ritual better than... No, I think I want the health being clear. I think it's better to have the health, and I can still play the Razor Sharp Edge, which is good. And we sit on this. Fine. Okay. Now, we did roll into the good boss, so we're just going to do that real quick. I'm going to go ahead and play Transcend Imp into this guy, because this is a very good turn for this. Cool. I get the Ritual, I get the Branding Right, I get all sorts of cool tricks here. I'm going to toss some various plays otherwise. I guess I just ascend out the back guy. It really doesn't matter, but sure. Cool. Alright, and I think we win from this position on this combat. This boss is not that scary. I have a lot of health. It's pretty good. It's pretty good when you think about our current damage levels. Great news. Well done. Alright, we win. Whew. Alright. It's not amazing, but we are assembling a floor that looks like it could do it. Awake? Pyregrow? I mean, the stupid thing about Pyregrow is if I whiff on the -2 and the Endless, it makes the Ritual more playable. So, we are spending so much Ember. Need I remind you I have a 3-cost holdover card here. I'm actually going to click Pyregrow. I think it's good. Does Impish Scholar break the game? Maybe. It's just what, Unnamed Tome and Pyrogrow here? If I had an Imp in a box, maybe. Inflame, absolutely not. No, thank you. I'll take my money. All good. We go left. Just go left. There are so many reasons. Give me an endless coward game. Oh my god, they did it. The lunatics, they did it. All right, cool. Well, that's a fun run of Monster Train, huh? We didn't end up, man, we didn't end up getting the +30 or the -2. It's brutal. It is brutal. Anyway, do the infusion first. We're going to go ahead and toss a Queen Zimpling into a Transcendent, and we have Ashes of the Fallen, so this is going to be a ridiculous line. Just truly ridiculous. Unbroken Horn, give me one. Might be good. Although, what if I bought them both? Improved Firebox and Unbroken Horn? A lot of early Ember to play with, which I really appreciate. I was considering I could just beat Divinity with my Imp line. I think I do. Remember, by the way, we still have to beat Patient and not just pass away. As nice as Unbroken Horn Firebox is, I think the reroll might be more important. There's a lot of Ember to play with. If I can silence him quickly. There wasn't an intrinsic, was there? I think it was a purge. Yeah, it's a purge. I do have to take it, though. Or, I mean, the spell chain is probably better. Probably? Maybe? I could spell chain the Channel Song. The nice thing about that is if I ever connect it with a Transcendimp, it's game over. Can you just kill him with Transcendimp if I completely lose my floor? Is this good? This is not something I would normally humor, but it might be good. I think the answer is dupe the Imp because it's the most likely to result in a win. We cut double Queen Zimplings here. Reasons being I want to connect one of these Channel Songs with the Transcendent play. The only other competitor is the Fledgling Imp, which could get removed potentially. It's true. Okay. I think the dupe is, without a doubt, the Queen Zimpling. I mean, this is it. The Transcendimp with Endless, just like send it. Absolutely. I don't want him upgraded because I need him to die. And if you remove the Fledgling Imp and spell chain the Channel Song, this pops off. And it becomes almost guaranteed. I could purge something here. What do you purge? I mean, honestly, the Ritual of Battle, maybe? Just stop playing other things. I don't think it's this improved Firebox or whatever. We have the Queen's Tail. I'm going to re-roll here. All bad. Nothing good. That's unfortunate. I could buy a removal. Any of the other ones would have been better. I'm still looking for Iron Drop Cage or something. This run, all of my goals kind of fell apart, and it has become something else entirely. And truly, that might be okay. That might just be fine. Wow. That might just be okay. It's silly. What do you purge? I actually don't think I want this. Maybe I don't invite Disaster with 230 shards. I'm pretty strong. I could buy removals. Like, one consideration would be to cut root seeds, but I think that's stupid. We have so much Ember thanks to the Pyrogrow. Yeah, so what is your cut then? I don't know. Steel Enhancer? I mean, it's pretty low impact. What could I redraw into, though? More root seeds, I guess? I do think Steel Enhancer is the worst card here, and we have enough Ember that it's probably fine to cut one. Sure, none of these are viable purchases anymore. I think we just kind of sit on that. I re-roll this shop and go, huh, what could I do? I could Large Stone a Transcendimp and then make myself worse. No, I think we chill. The Purge considerations could be the other root. Steel Enhancer. I have a lot of life on my floor. I'm going to do it. I think it's fine. Just cut things down. 20 cards in my run, 230 out of 100. This is pretty likely to crush Patient. We move on. It's a weird run. This has been a run of many pivots. The run of many pivots. And now we're on Imp angle, and it's just, that's it. There you are. Let's see what we hit if I play the Imp bottom floor. Yeah, I mean, you gotta understand, our man literally just passes away on turn 1. Which is silly. He just straight up dies if I play this. If I play my 2 units, he is the dead. Well, I'm gonna put him down. Then I'm gonna play the Steelworker middle, and we're just gonna buff him on this floor and ascend him. And then Pyrogrow off floor. Our floor is alive. Maybe he goes middle? No? Oh, he does. Alright, fair. Cool, so anyway, we hit Pyrochomper. And now the only 2 procs on my channel song are literally the most insane cards in my run. Cool. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna go ahead and play our guy and then ascend him here. We ritual and we try our best. And we just send it into the boss. And he tramples the floor and he's going to regret it. You know what? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I do get the unnamed tome, but this is spicy looking, I think. We're going to go ahead and unnamed tome here. Our floor almost just dies. Oof, buddy. Bottom floor collapses under the might of the boss. Queen Zimplings go down. $50 damage. He's trampling through. I guess the alternative is I could kill my own Windleton and save the floor. It's not something I had considered, but it's something I maybe should have considered. Not playing this Welder Helper and you can't stop me. I could Razor Sharp him out and avoid the melee weakness. Gosh, I hate it, but I think it's right. And then play the... I don't want to give the Welder Helper action here. I could ascend this guy in front. He's doing nothing for me or against me. He's cursed. Alright, man. I don't know. Maybe go some other floor, buddy? Alright, fine. It'll do. Let's try to kill our own imp, if possible. Looking rough, y'all. I'm gonna tell it like it is. It's looking rough. Draw me cards, please, I think, is the best thing I could ask for. I need my imps to die. I'm gonna burn the unnamed tome simply because it gets in my way right now, and I would like to hit an imp. I draw 9 though. That's dumb. Alright, we get a turn where I get to load up something here, which is nice. This is looking rough, is the way I would describe it to you. The floor is maybe not completely screwed, but... maybe not completely screwed, but I could ascend Patient here. The reason you might consider a Patient ascend angle is... let's play this imp on bottom floor. Dang, I can't believe that falls away. Let's ascend this man. He never goes bottom floor, though. If I put him on top floor, he attacks and then melee weaknesses and leaves the floor, which is both good and bad. Take 100 damage here. Good grief. But I do push in like 300. Yeah, okay, fine. 500, even bigger. I'm okay with it. It's numbers, right? when I ascend him up, he procs Light's Gift. Unreal. Didn't expect that. Okay, first things first. Do damage numbers to this man. Hit him. Hit him and make him not live. Hummel bottom floor. Good. Hummel bottom floor. That's like a 700 damage, man. I'll take it. We're inchworming our way to victory here. Armor in front, please. Ping my own unit because I need him to die. What if I ascend him up? He dies, right? I can get one killed? Yeah. Alright, cool. Floor disruption. Get my own imp killed. This lets me push this other imp into him. Huge. Okay, great news. Okay, I mean, that turn, I think, helps a lot. I think we've also had, because of these imps, I've been able to push damage through in kind of a fun way. How much is this guy taking? If I go 15, 23, does he die? No. 46. Both imps die now. Perfect. Both imps are dead. Good. Okay, alright. This lets me replay an Elevator the Imps on every floor, which I'm pretty confident just kills this man pretty relentless. Yeah, great. And then I think you actually just put the rage on bottom floor and we win. Alright, good job. Thank you very much, Transcendent. Extremely cool. Tia gets the kill. That's spicy, but functional. It was a very bad looking run in that combat. Very bad. It Transcendent. Honestly, the Ascend, the hidden passage kind of saves the day there in almost shocking fashion. Alright, here's the deal. We're going to go ahead and play Windleton, Horned Warrior middle. Yes. Windleton, Horned Warrior. We play Fledgling Imp on mid-floor here. We get a silence, which is interesting. Yeah, now I do want to play the double channel song here because it guarantees to hit at least one Transcend Imp. Let's play it. Okay, hitting the one. So what you do is now we sit on this other channel song here, which is incredible news. I'm going to go ahead and start firing away. With two of these, I think we can win the run, right? Yes. So let's ascend our floor together first. We're not playing the two-coster. I'm going to start firing away on bottom floor, and it's going to pass away, and that's kind of perfect. The healing helps upstairs. Right? Okay, yes. This is working. We go ahead and we go Railbeater middle. Fledgling Imp middle. Transcend Imp middle. Decent. We send our man upstairs now. This is perhaps the best we're going to be able to do as far as actually like healing and keeping our floor alive. This floor is a race. It's in bad shape. My goal now is simply branding right. We just mega Tia here. Sure, buddy. I'm going to click on Pyregrow because I think it's smart to do it. Play some zero costers here. I do think we have to branding right here, and it's not even close. Right. Okay. I'm giving up on Hidden Passage now. Drawing 6, that's enough. I'm drawing 7 technically because the heal. I want to get imps off of Impsicle. So 7 card draw with a frozen card in hand is 8, with a sap tap is 9. Right, we chill. We chill. This is acceptable. And then I get 7 new cards, and then I can create an imp. Yeah, creating an imp is one of the most genius plays we could have done here, because we just hit the Fire Chomper and this run goes ballistic. We're going to go ahead and Unnamed Tome here. Now, as stupid as it sounds, watch this. We Transcend it mid-floor to get it shot. It's now the only other unit in my deck, so I go ahead and Channel Song to bring it back. And now we are fully cracked? Yeah, now we are fully cracked, actually. We just completely blast floors with these guys. Cool. Good. Great news. We're going to work a little bit on our armor in the back now, because I'm going to hedge against Railbeater needing to not pass away. But I guess I can just burn this Unnamed Tome. Sure, I don't need it now. This also gets me another Imp, which I like. We have the Imps connected. Yeah, actually, Welder Helper is pretty bad, to be perfectly clear. Not the Imp we want to play. I want my floor dying, so to do that, we want the floor not getting health. Alright, cool. I think we actually have a really good shot at winning here, just off the back of... I'm just going to play everything out, it's fine. Yeah, just off the back of my top floor is now poised to win. Yes, true. Go ahead and blast middle. The thing about these units is that they get stronger, right? Like, they're clearing whole waves here, which is kind of outrageous when you think about it. But I think we're at the point where our backline wins next floor, whether we choose to do something fancy or not. So that's okay with me. Yeah, and we actually just tee off for the victory, yeah? Just finish him. Good job. Honestly, thank you, Transcendent. Very cool. There's little else that needs to be said here. The card is nuts. We hit the pieces we needed. We had Ashes, which is stupid. And I had Queen's Tale. And the Channel Song. Ooh, buddy. You ever get a spell chain Channel Song that actually connects with every card you want it to connect with? Kind of outrageous that we were able to do that. It's a great example of a run that plays to many angles, and you're just, I don't know, hold on and hope for the best. We're going to see something. The question just becomes, am I prepared for what we see, right? That's why, for instance, I just YOLO grabbed Transcendent. Even before it made any sense. I didn't have the Imp Sickle. I didn't have the Ashes of the Fallen. I just took it and was like, all right, well, here we go. And behold, it worked out. So... actually, maybe in hindsight, I think it was Wing 5. So I think I did have the Impsicle with the Transcendent pickup, but I did not have the Ashes yet. The Ashes, however, is nuts. And our run just hard pivots into Transcendent Insanity. But the Channel Song is very cool as well. And don't underestimate my top floor. You actually saw in Divinity with the... where is it? This stupid 3-cost branding right with double stack. I was able to keep my floor's health afloat against the Divinity sweep, which is kind of ridiculous. That was a 19 sweep, I think? I think it was 19 because of 230 shards as opposed to 200. So the Hidden Passage, Ascending things together. We had a lot of pieces, a lot of combo pieces here that could have gone any way, right? Imagine if instead of the Endless, the Impsicle, and the Ashes, we saw Iron Drop Gauge. Our run still wins, right? Because Hidden Passage stops Divinity, stops Patient. Imagine, I'm trying to think of some other examples. Imagine in that case also, maybe I dupe another unit and assemble the floor together that way. We put another Railbeater on the floor. The only reason I consider this is for the Steelworker play. And that's great. That works too. That's more armor. That gives me time, even if I miss the Iron Drop Cage, right? So that's another tool in my shed. We've just given ourselves a lot of good tools, and we just need to find the one that makes one of them break, right? Anything that breaks the run in some direction. And in this particular case, today it ended up being Transcendent. I don't actually think Transcendent is the most impressive part of this run either. I mean, obviously it's strong. We had the Queen's Tale, the Impsicle, and the Ashes, but the most important thing to take away here is every tool in the shed, right? And that may actually be the name of the run, in my opinion, because we really broadened our approach. And I think it's easy to lose this run if you don't do something like this, right? If you try to tunnel vision a little too hard, I think you actually might lose. So, but we survive. Incredible. Go team. So I will let you go there. Whew, good job. All right, well, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.